Hi there, welcome back to the channel. My name is Gabriela. Today I want to take a deep dive into Agent 1 from InVideo, which is an amazing agent for filmmaking, and you can just take care of directing and give it your script, your reference images, and kind of collaborating with it to make a more efficient workflow, but never letting go of the creative direction. And thank you so much to InVideo for sponsoring today's content. I'm super happy to try their tools. So I want to work on character consistency and show you how you can do it as well. Right now we're inside Agent 1. I'm just going to upload a reference image that I have, but it's nothing like concise. It's very low quality. So I want to see how much it respects of the overall kind of creative direction, because it is a character I'm going to use on a scene of a flashback. So I want it to be very dreamy, very like surreal in a sense. So let's go ahead and try it out. So I'm just gonna give this image and say a little bit of context about the character. Okay, so I described as well who she is, what she does, where she's from, her age, and the mood of the overall look and feel of these scenes. Let's go ahead and click enter. And this is gonna be for any project. So right now it's asking me who this agent is. So I'm going to say, so let's go ahead and click enter. What about me? As you can see here in the chat, we can see how it's thinking about the next steps. And on the side of the right, we're going to start seeing whatever is being generated. Here we have the context, which is mainly, I didn't give a lot of context here, but you can add like your PDFs, your reference images. You can add as much as you like, but in this time I just wanted to see how well it did with just one image. So if you want to see a full video with a script bible and a lot of more detail into all the context you can give, I'm going to leave it right up here. But for now, I want to test it out and see how much I can get with just one image. So let's see. So right now it's explaining what it's deciding to do. Like, for example, the visual style, it's going to leave it on the side, but it's already on the memory of the agent for the future references. But right now we're working more towards the character consistency. And it's also asking me for a name of the character. Okay, so I want to keep her clothes in a more natural fabric. This one looks not so natural to me, so I would ask for those changes. I'm just gonna start iterating right now. So now I'm asking the agent to change the name of the grandmother to Rosa. I remember that was the original one. And also I want to create the version of Ostara, which is the main character, as her younger self, because on the other video I created all of these scenes for adult self, which is the present time of the story. So right now I'm working on these flashbacks, so I need her to be young, around 6 years old, but I figure it's good to give an image of how she looks in her older life. So I mean in her present life. Here it is. And I'm just gonna go ahead and click send once it's uploaded. I really like how it made all of these expressions on the character sheet. So that's really useful for whenever we want to generate specific scenes and our character is like happy, sad, depending on the mood of the scene, right? So this is where it comes very, very useful to have different expressions and even like close-ups for when we are generating our capture consistency scenes. Oh my god, that's cute. Okay, I think she does look alike our reference. Like, this is a reference of Ostara as a grown woman. So here we have the reference of her as a little girl. So I think this is very accurate and it kind of works really well. So I'm just going to ask for the facial expression. And as you can see, it's the same system of asking for first a character sheet and then an emotion character sheet. So you have both like the full body length and the different angles of your character, but you also will have a different image where you have all of these expressions, and all of this is going to be so useful when you generate the rest of the images. So we have 2 of 4 characters now. Let's apply the same process to get our other 2 characters, and then we can merge them together and apply the scene's feel and look, and we're gonna develop some of the scenes as well. Let's go ahead to the plus sign. Okay, so these are her parents, the parents of Ostara. So I am asking with the image that I have as reference of the parents of the girl, a character sheet and also the expression sheet for each of them. And I'm describing a bit of what I want their outfits to be like, but I can always change that more in the future. So I just want to have a first look into how it's going to be. So I'm going to go ahead and click send. Now we have the new expression sheet of Sarah, and I just want to make some of the scenes. So I'm going to enter, and I want to start locking in the visual direction on the generation of the images with our character mix. So I'm giving some more context of what I want to generate to the agent, and then I'm going to paste my shot list. And this is mainly scenes with the grandmother and Ostara as a child. So let's see how it processes these, and I'm very excited to see the first scenes of the flashback. Let's keep in mind that the character sheet generation is not meant to be on the aesthetic of what we want for our final shots. Is more to generate our characters and have them all placed there so we can then generate the sequence images. So I'm going to paste that information and click send. So it's still working on the last frames that I asked for. So I'm very happy with the results so far, and I think the character consistency is great. Even in the clothing, we can see how the linen shirt was changed on the grandma. We are heading to the last part of the sequence. We have all of the images now, and it's really interesting to see how it's being developed. I mean, maybe this one is too, like, everyone is rightly placed, so I can iterate on this one. But for example, this one I really like, where we can see clearly that they are having some sort of important talk and she's looking at them from a little bit far away. I really like this one as well. So basically, this is what I wanted to show you, how you can bring in together several of your characters, have character consistency with the fabrics, the dress, the curls, the way of the hair, even the freckles. So as long as you start with a strong structure of how your characters look, that's the character sheet, and the expression sheet, that's perfect, because then you're going to be able to have so much more consistency throughout your whole scenes. So to wrap it up, I'm going to generate some more images and leave you a little bit of the animation of the sequence so you can get inspired and create your own.
¿Cómo saben cuál lado es arriba?
So if you like this video, thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing, giving a like, or even just a comment. Anything is welcome. I will leave the link below for InVideo if you want to test it out. And yeah, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.